and I go inside and I feel like I'm stepping on something wet. I fast tells to someone to bring the light, and we see like a little girl in the bed with pajama, full with shooting, maybe 15, and she's like half on the bed and half on the floor. And this is like when I wake up. Gaza, Hamas, 3,000 people in 7 October start to attack Israel with a lot of missiles. They actually broke the first line of defense, that it's the bases that on the border between Gaza and Israel, kill all the soldiers or a lot of the soldiers on the bases, and go directly to the cities and the villages that are the first line of the borders.
So all the attack was very well planned, right?
It wasn't a war, it was just evil. From 44 houses, we managed to save 12 people. Like in our mission, was more people that got saved in Be'eri Kibbutz, but like in our responsibility, only 11 people from 44 houses, yes.
So it was worse that you can never imagine, right, for you guys?
I think Israel never thought that it's going to be such a huge attack, and I think that even Hamas never imagined in their hugest dreams that they will succeed like they succeed. I wake up around 7, I went to my parents' house, and my father told me, hey, you hear something? They shoot a lot of missiles on Tel Aviv. Then I get a call from my friend that is from my team. Let's go to the base, take our stuff, and let's go help the people. Okay, we have strong army. First, they will activate the actual soldiers, and then maybe they will use us for...
And you need they need all of you, right?
They knew where to go. In each house, they knew who lives in that house, what family, what surname, what they do, if they have some...
Wow.
And why is that? Because from Gaza to Israel, every day there is thousands of people that cross to work, that cross the border from Gaza to Israel to work. I understand how human we are, like making our own reality. Sometimes it's the shittiest reality that can be, and nature always don't even know we are fighting.
This is Thomas Durand. I'm the host of Uncomfortable and Necessary Truths. First episode in English, and this is episode number 40. Let's start. So, welcome you guys to the number 40 episode of Uncomfortable and Necessary Truths. Verdades incómodas pero necesarias. This first episode that we will host in English. We will subtitle it, of course, so you can watch it and see it whatever time you want. The importance of this episode is that we'll cover October 7, this important and serious topic, all that happened with Israel, Hamas, and Palestine. So today we have an important Israel soldier, Yoni, with us, and he will tell us about everything that happened on that day. Welcome, Yoni.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be. How are you?
Good. Excited about this. I wanted to do this a long time ago, and when you appear, you told me about this, I say, we have to do it, right?
Yeah. No, I'm really happy to be here.
Great. So yeah, we can start talking about this. As I say, we were going to talk about October 7, right? So what's the first thing you want to tell the people, about how all this started?
So I think I can tell my point of view and my story from October 7.
Perfect.
So I was in the military until 2018. I finished. Actually, in Israel, everyone need to do 3 years if you are a boy, and if you are a girl, you do 2 years. And after that, you keep on with your life, and you have a duty that if they will be a day that you will be needed, so you need to go. So I have my team from the army. I was in a unit of combat, and we didn't do a lot of reserve back in the day, but we was few days every year, keeping like training or being called, but it wasn't that high frequency. So in October 7, actually, I was about to fly to Argentina.
Okay.
To visit my girlfriend family.
We are filming now here in Argentina.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was about to fly around 12 at noon, 12 a.m. And it was like supposed to be a regular morning. Israel is really nice in October. It's like the perfect temperature. We have a really nice beach. So I plan to go to swim with my father and then to go back home to take my stuff and to go to the airport. And actually I wake up around 7 and I went to my parents' house and my father told me, hey, you hear something? They shoot a lot of missiles on Tel Aviv. Maybe something happening, you heard from your friends. And I said, no, I didn't. I just wake up. I didn't know. And we don't live in Tel Aviv. We live a bit east. So we don't get the alarms if there is missiles because it's very targeted in Israel. But this is another topic. You can ask me later how it works.
Yeah, of course.
So I open the TV and I see something weird. I see two cars, trucks with open luggage, standing in the middle of Sderot, that it's one of the cities in the south of Israel, with Hamas people on them, shooting. It's very unusual. Maybe not in the movies I will thought ever I will see something like this.
Wow.
And then I get a call from my friend that is from my team, and he told me, you saw what happened? Let's go to the base, take our stuff, and let's go help the people. And I still didn't thought something going to happen. And I thought I'm going to go to the base and going back to the airport. That's what was in my head, because I didn't saw any case that they are going to activate people that already finished the army, that they are just
You're in reserve, right?
Yeah, in reserve. I thought, okay, we have strong army. First, they will activate the actual soldier, and then maybe they will use us for.
And you need they need all of you, right?
But when I saw this in TV, I understand it's something wrong, and I just took my car and I went to the base. It's around 1 hour from my city.
All right.
I was there. We started to get more and more videos of what's going on and to get the pictures that basically Gaza, Hamas, 3,000 people in 7 October start to attack Israel with a lot of missiles. They actually broke the first line of defense, that it's the bases that on the border between Gaza and Israel, kill all the soldiers or a lot of the soldiers on the bases, and go directly to the cities and the villages that are the first line of the borders.
So all the attack was very well planned, right?
Very well planned, yes. It caught us very
unguarded,
not ready.
Okay.
Israel army and the power division. It's very there is a huge difference in the technology, in the numbers, and I think Israel never thought that it's going to be such a huge attack, and I think that even Hamas never imagined in their hugest dreams that they will succeed like they succeed.
Wow.
Back then on October 7. And
how did they get to get all that technology and arms? You know what I'm saying? All the missiles.
You can they made it. They built an army the last 20 years, but this is an historical historical review. They got all the money they need, and they build a huge army, not the most advanced, but well resources.
And all the allies in the Middle East, they have allies or not? They smuggle. I don't know how it works. This is remember all
this
the
is politics.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money going the last 20 years, millions of dollars that went to these purposes, building tunnels all over, getting armed, getting structured, building a structure of organization that know how to fight. And they plan well what they are going to do, and I will try to focus on what they did that day. That basically,
and they go to the first line of your villages and how that.
Yeah. So for me, I'm in a base. I am signing on my equipment. Like everything was very fast, and they told us basically, listen, a lot of civilians under attack. We don't know a lot. We don't have a lot of communication with all the small villages around the border. Your team and another team, you have to go now. We know there is a lot of hostages.
Oh.
Just the mission was try to save how many people that are still alive and to kill all the terrorists that wait there and want to do more stuff. Me back in the same state in that moment, I still thought that, like, you know, you don't know what to imagine, because like I don't know, 1 hour ago I'm like working in my job, and I have a girlfriend that I'm flying to visit her family, and like I have different lives. And after 30 minutes or 1 hour, I'm in the base going to do the mission of my life, more or less. So I don't really understand what's going on. 2 helicopters land in the base. We are 2 teams. We jump on the helicopters, very crowded, because we wanted a lot of people to go. We still don't understand the picture. In that time, I didn't know how huge is it. I thought, okay, maybe there is few terrorists here, few terrorists there, and they all like, okay, we have a lot, and we are flying. We are like starting to fly with the helicopters, and we cross Tel Aviv, and still like everything look okay. Every time that there is a missile attack from Gaza, the helicopters need to go to the ocean to run from the line of the missile, so the flight is being delayed. Israel is very small. Like you can do all Israel in helicopter, maybe in 1 hour.
Oh wow! Okay.
Like not include the desert. Let's say from the north to Gaza border,
Okay.
it's maybe 1 hour, maybe less. So for me in the head, I still don't know where we are going, because we still didn't got the
directions, like
the direction or
okay.
where to go, because like after I understood was so many places that need to be covered. So the commander still didn't decide where to get, or didn't got the instruction, because a huge mess of control. So I still don't know, and then we get in the contact that we need to go to a place called Be'eri. Be'eri, it's a little kibbutz. You don't have it here in Argentina, but it's like a little community. Let's say that it's a clubhouse.
Okay.
A club, like
a community. Yeah, I
community.
Get it. Like a club. Yeah.
It's close.
Got it.
People live a really calm life. A lot of nature. Really nice houses. All the kindergartens and the schools. It's like nearby, and you have a pool, and
okay.
It's like very super nice, actually. So they tell us that we are going to Kibbutz Be'eri, to Be'eri village, and that there is some forces in the east part of the kibbutz, some soldiers that started to fight from the morning. It was around 12 in the afternoon, but we don't have any contact with the other side of the kibbutz. I will try to show you in the
of course,
in the picture, but they already tell us the number, like 50 hostages and no communication. In my head, it's like I still don't understand it. And
you say it was the fight of your life. It was a lot, right?
Yeah. Not only this, it was like maybe the biggest event of my life, because fighting, like, I don't know, in war you fight. It wasn't a war. It was just evil. I don't know. Like, it's unrelated to sides and opinion. The people that did it, they didn't
care about anything, right?
They didn't care about nothing.
Right.
That's what I think. Like they don't care about any cause. They brainwash so hard that they think everything is justified.
So your call to action was very powerful, right?
I still don't
To stop.
understand. In that stage, I still
Right.
don't understand. But then the helicopter passed Tel Aviv. He passed few cities. He going back. He's like starting to get to the south. And then I know the map. Israel is so small that if you know the map and you are above, you see all Israel and it's like you look on Google Maps. It's so small, you understand. And I see a straight line of smoke of maybe 60 kilometers. That this is like all the area where the attack was. And I understand that they are in every different, there are so many different little communities like this.
Yes.
And think it's like straight line of community. And you see it from the air, like a huge line of smoke because everything is burned and they are like, something is going
on. Yeah.
on. It's all it's area of fields. So it's fields and nature and little hills. So we are starting to go down with the helicopters. And from there I see some crazy picture. I see people dressed like techno party, you know?
Okay.
Amazing clothes. I see it from the air for maybe 1 minute. We cross them and I'm looking down from the window and I don't understand. Be'eri, it's near the Nova Party. The Nova Party, it was in October 7, a party there.
Yeah, I remember.
That got attacked. It's the biggest terror attack per person, I think, in the world.
It was all over the news, I remember.
Yes,
It was
so we saw
very bad.
these people
Yeah.
doing to us with the air because the kibbutz is on this place. So people that get hided in the fields, we didn't understand, but those the people from the Nova Party that I think hide already 7 hours. We came late. It's important to say people started to get murdered there from 6 in the morning.
Wow.
We arrived around 12 from the house. So we land in the fields and then we need to go to inside the kibbutz. And now you understand, you're starting to walk. There is some, army structure you use to not to being covered, and you understand that it's still going because you hear all the time shooting and exploding from inside the kibbutz. We landed, and after maybe 5 minutes, someone shoot on us from some vehicle that waited for us in the fields. And all our 5 people that was in the front got injured. So we evacuate them, we shoot back, and we understood that we have to go fast inside the kibbutz because honestly I thought that maybe already everyone's there is dead. But we have to go fast to try to, it's still going, we hear the shooting. So what to do? So we decide to do some U-turn and to go from the place to come from Gaza area. So they will think that we come, they will not think that we come from there because we understood that they got a lot of people in the fields surrounded because they wait to people to come. So what happened? They went inside in 6 in the morning, tried to kill or kidnap as much as people as they want. And then they say, okay, we kill a lot of people. Now we will wait for the army to come so we can kill more and more people. So it took around 1 hour to go inside because we needed to do some trick to know that we can go inside without them to meet them in the way.
Of course.
Was a lot of terrorists there all over, like in groups. They was divided to groups of 5 to 10 to 15, and they waited like all over the fields and in the houses, inside the clubhouse. The clubhouse, I'm saying.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm trying to,
so people understand the kibbutz.
Yeah. So we are walking and walking and walking, and we are getting to the area where is the fence.
Mm-hmm.
and we need to go to cross the fence. You have some thermic device, so every time before you go to a new place, you scan it with a thermic device to see if there is maybe a terrorist that wait for you. So my friend, he's waiting with the thermic device, and we see something weird in the bush. This is like when we first go inside from the fence, we needed to break the fence and to scan to see if there is already terrorist, and we see something weird in the bush, and we do zoom in thermic device. You see it very like you can see human or body, a live body, or in black or in white.
Okay.
And it's very like what it's if you depends how you set it. If it's warm,
yeah,
you will see it in black or in white.
Okay.
Very clearly.
And depends if you're from day or night live, right?
No.
Or no, it's the same.
Like
okay.
in night it's more cold, so you will see better, but it works in day as well.
Okay.
But we see something weird in the bush, and we thought maybe it's terrorists, but then we see a little kid.
Oh.
So we understand it's a family that maybe hide. So we directly try to communicate with them, and we get them. It was like the first people we rescue. Our mission was to cover 44 houses. Okay. That it's like, I don't know, it's like, I will show you. It's like...
Yeah.
So, I will do the screen record.
Yeah, you can extend. Of course, we are resguarding our guest, so that's why you're hearing them, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the kibbutz Be'eri, and we was on those houses, on those lines of houses. This is our mission because we knew there is people alive there. From WhatsApp, people call and text WhatsApp the police, to friends, to understand, to try to get help. People was locked themselves in some rooms in Israel. To every house, especially if you live in the south, you have room that it's against the missiles.
Uh-huh.
So you have maybe very strong door, and you can lock it from the inside or not. And so people that was still alive, that was managed to lock themselves inside those rooms, text in WhatsApp to their friends.
They have communication still. They
try, not all of them, because it was already a few hours without phones, and the signals was very bad.
Okay.
But we knew some indication about that there is still people there alive. So we are going to the first house. It's this house. Mm-hmm. Because we got indication of a family that's still alive there. And then we go inside. When you are dealing with hostages, so you put your life, it's always a risk of speed. You want to go fast inside the room, speed, but you're not secure. So maybe the first guy that going inside, you go fast, but if it's a terrorist, maybe the first one will get shot, but the second will be able to react without killing the hostages inside. So it's a very tricky situation because you know that everything is possibility of hostages. So we go first inside and we try to even make noises that, hi, we are here.
Right.
Like, please, if you are alive. And they didn't believe us because a few hours ago, the terrorists tried to do the same. Try to convince them to go out. Some terrorists knew Hebrew and really communicate.
And they try to pass as you guys, right?
Yeah, they even took some kid, the terrorists from this kibbutz. They took some kid and go with him house by house to try, and the kid to communicate with the people to go out.
What the fuck?
And then kill them. So we go to the first house, and actually there was alive. It was like 5 people alive, and we didn't. So you all the time hear the exploding and shooting, and you still you don't understand how it's not on you, but it's a big place. So maybe they are fighting in some other place. And then we said, okay, we have 3 lines of houses. Maybe in each line you have 15 houses. We have to go to start to do it house by house to see if we can save. So we passed one house. So we go to the first house of the line, and I will show you. Okay, to this house, and like all was dark already. And I'm going inside, really like I have like a flash on the weapon, but because of the first when we just land, when we got the first attack, so my flash got hit and it didn't function, like it broke. So I can't see, and my device of like night vision device, because there is no time, I didn't have it. It takes time to sign on those things. So I didn't have it. So actually I go inside and I don't see nothing. And my first picture is that I'm going inside some room, and I thought it was the kid rooms. And I go inside and I feel like like I'm stepping on something wet. And like I fast tells to someone to bring the light. And then we open the light and we see like a little girl full with like in the bed with pajama, full with like shooting, maybe 15, and she's like half on the bed and half on the floor. And then we go out from the room and we see the mother of the girl with another girl on her, like the mother tried to protect, and really corrupted, like shooting. They was on it a lot of times. They killed the dog, and this is like when I wake up, like when I understand
what was happening, right?
Like a lot of feeling of guilt, because you see that they was there many hours, and you understand that it's like, okay, it's still going on, but those motherfuckers, like they cross the, like we always knew they really don't like us.
But they went too far there, right?
But who do this?
Right.
Like, I don't know, who fucking shoot the girl? I don't know. It's like, okay, we have a conflict. Then you understand, like, I understand, okay, let's
they don't have any code.
we have to wake up.
Right.
Like, we have to clean this place. And we just starting to go house by house. What was it? Yeah, and we started to go house by house. The first line of the houses, it was basically everyone like this, old people that being tied up, all very old. Like those places full with old people, you know.
Okay.
That lives there, and it's a community.
You find people alive there?
Yeah. Okay. So we found these first people alive in the first house. Then we started to maybe search more. So we cross the first line. We see some. We see like everyone was dead. Like it was terrible, from old to young to kids to women, old people that being tied up with, like, you know, this.
I know what you're saying, but I know that.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know. Yeah.
With those zippers.
Yeah.
So maybe line of 5, 6 old people, very old. Like I thought about my grandma, with the bullet in their heads, on the ground. Like I thought back then that maybe we are too late, and maybe they killed them all. But then we cross, we keep we was 2 teams. So we walk house by house. We had 1 dog for to work with. You use a lot of the dogs to help you to understand if there is people there. They can smell, and then you can know. And then we are getting around the second line of the houses, and we got attack from 3 different places. 2 terrorists that was waited inside the bush. One more like 5 people that was standing in the fields, and another guy that was I think he was drunk or high, that was with a grenade.
Yeah.
That waited to explode himself and us. And it's all happened parallel from many direction. 2 of our 2 in the force died in this attack, but we managed to shoot back and to kill the two groups that was there, and to go to the house after. And in the house after, we opened the door of this secure room I told you, and was there a grandma and two of her grandchildren, maybe 4 and 5, that they tried to open the door, and I don't know why. Some of the houses, some of the rooms can lock from the inside without a reason even. Like just it was there.
Okay.
So they was alive, and I think in total maybe from 44 houses we managed to save 12 people.
Wow.
Something like this. Like in our mission, was more people that got saved in Be'eri Kibbutz, but like in our responsibility, only 11 people from 44 houses. Yes.
So it was worse that you can never imagine, right, for you guys that you were there.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was like after a Jewish holiday, we have it called Sukkot. So also like Sukkot is really nice. You have like tents. You build tents in the outside, in the gardens, and then you need to eat in the tents or to stay there, and it's very family holiday. And I remember that in every house we saw, like maybe the house was burned, but the sukkah, like the tent stand, and then it mixed with like terrible things that happened there.
Wow. Perfect. I'm starting to learn some things too, because as I'm Christian, I have to learn some things about traditions that you're saying that they're good. And you find a sensible topic, of course. You find women that were raped too, or not?
Where I was, no rape.
Okay.
But we found somebody that was being corrupted.
Okay.
With like knives and stuff like this, and a lot of like little girls that died. One of the families, we saw the family, all the family was in this secure room, and they opened the window of the secure room, and I still remember the father trying to hold his, I don't know, some girl, I think she was like 16, and another girl, maybe 8, and he tried to hold them, but the impact of the shooting, they all got smashed on the room, and the mother was like in the side dead. They really didn't care about nothing, basically. It was like you give a psychopath a knife and tell him like you have permission to
do whatever.
To do whatever you want.
And do you think they are born like that? Like they don't have any codes at all? You know?
No, I don't. I think they being brainwashed so hard that they, like at the end it's human. You cannot say that it's human because it's not. For me, it's not fair to say that it's not human because it's justified, but they are humans. So
how do you get to that level, right?
Yeah. No, we are as Jew, we know that it's very possible to get to that level. We like experienced something similar 70 years ago, or 80 years ago in the Holocaust.
Right.
But still, we grow on different principles. Like even in the army, you do operation with a lot of civilians all the time because it's very mixed. Like for example, Hamas, he based all the military structure inside and under civilian structures in the idea that he knows that we don't want to kill civilians and we will try not to as much as we can, and we really raise on it. When you're in the army, you really like, okay, always you have the radicals people that you try to educate and to say, but as a society and as a codes, you will never ever do something like this.
And after your mission, what happened? That you rescued?
We stayed there for 4 days.
Okay.
It took 4 days to search all the houses until the second day. We still find 2 more houses with people that still living. And we wanted to actually to keep going to see if we can find more terrorists, like to clean the place, and like totally cleaning. So it took, I think it took, 3.5 days. And after 3.5 days, we knew it's secure. Still was in the area some points, but it wasn't near us. So another force came, replaced us, and we went back to the base. So yeah.
How many people do you guys have the stats that were killed that day, or between that days, October 7, in total?
Our force, we
Yeah.
was around like 35, something like this. But was there more units and more forces?
Right. Other teams were to other
Yeah, like all
right?
the army was there trying
Yeah.
to. It was a very huge. Like this my only experience. It's from
Right.
the only place I was. That it's a
Right.
very small place in terms to everything that happened.
And can I ask you after that how all it went, like in the next month, for example?
Sorry.
How it went after all the attacks, right?
So after the attack,
How much it changed things, you know what I'm saying?
I think it changed all the understanding, like of the Israeli society, that it's not a game anymore. Like it's not a. We always say like, okay, they shoot on us missiles. We have the Iron Dome, and it's kind of status quo. They get money. They become more structured, and maybe one day they will even have a leaders that is able to recognize in Israel as a state and be able to talk about what is the future. This was I will say, the opinion back in a day. After they did what they do, and the North and all the world directly blame you. It's not that like you are the last. You understand that you have only yourself. I think only the Israelis that lives there, and that like if you will not stand up, like nobody will do it for you. So I think in the long run, maybe it will make things stronger as a society. But as I said, for me, we lost in October 7. Like, we can say now that Israel is very strong and we are in Gaza and Lebanon and whatever you want to say. But we lost in October 7 because what happened to our civilians, to what's still happening. We still have 100 people hostages that maybe, I don't know, but maybe a lot of them is not living anymore. But every day we are not bringing them home. It's like we, like, I don't know, like every day they are not going back home. We are keep losing and losing and losing. Because our most important thing as a society is one living of one person is equal to one universe. This is like, you really look at it like this. Life is the most
Important thing in the world,
important
right?
thing in the world.
That's common sense, right? But I always admire from you guys that sense of nationalism, but the sense of nationalism in regards of what you're saying. The most important thing of people is their life, right? And no matter what, we're gonna keep them safe, right? That's the.
Yeah.
How many hostages the Hamas did get from all this time? Because a year and 2
So
months,
I think in the
right,
beginning
happened.
was like 200, more than 200, and then was one deal. Hamas give us some back and some bodies. Currently now there is 100 that we know, and we don't know exactly how much is still alive. We know there is a lot. But it will always, like this time, it's a time for Israel to get difficult decisions. Because if we don't do something with it will...
Keep happening, right?
No, I'm meaning not happening in that way. Like now Israel is with the power now.
Right.
We are in Gaza, we are strong. We can all like make the situation like it is now, or we need to take decisions to make our brothers back home, even if it's say to make some, negotiations, and it's a very difficult time.
They sat to negotiate with you. No, not with you personally, but you're saying like
They
the government?
all the time there is
All the time.
negotiations. Yes.
Okay.
Israel now, it will be very difficult for Israel to trust again that,
Of course.
and to give them again the authorities, to be like again as like closed circle without any Israel force. I think Israel lost every little kind of, it's not trust, but it's like, okay, you are here, I'm there, like this is how it is.
Before that, it was okay that conceded the thing that they were.
Before that, it's insane to say, but we accept
Right.
that they are shooting on us
Right.
one time a year, 300 missiles.
Wow.
We accept it. I think we don't accept it anymore.
Wow. And I'm thinking, and how about the Palestinian government? How, because there is a lot of talk going on between Israel and Palestine, Hamas. People usually mistaken Hamas and Palestine, and how you see it from your personal view? I'm saying this as an Argentinian. I'm completely around the world, what I'm saying?
So I think we are there and they are there, and none of the sides will disappear, ever. So we, as people that want to live at the end, we will need to know on stage to sit and talk. We will have to. After this year, in October 7, it's far from being happening because I read the map. But in one stage, we will have to sit and talk and to decide how we are going to live there. And we need strong leaders from both of the sides. It's not there yet, and it will take time, and it needs to be a lot of effort to understand that sometimes it's not even depends on us. There is a lot of forces being played in the Middle East, like all over the world. Actually, it's one big chuck, and we are stuck in the middle. So, this is my opinion.
Of course.
My understanding is that for at least the next 5 years, nothing going to change that fast.
And how's for you living there? I know you say all people, women and men have to do obligatory service, right? How is growing up for you? Growing up there, like
in
knowing
Israel?
that, you have to, because I imagine it's very different from us.
You grow
for
on
example.
that. I don't know, in high school you grow on that you live because other is serve, and then you have your turn to serve, and after that you have to go to the reserve because this is the only thing that keep my family alive and keep the people alive. So you want to go. It's not that you here I know, I don't know exactly, but it's not like this because actually you don't have as well enemies. It's not that tomorrow Brazil is going to concrete. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's much more
Buenos
different.
Aires. Yeah.
The last time was 40 years ago, so
okay.
Very different with the
And
Las
still,
Malvinas.
I talked with some Uber driver yesterday, and he talked about it very strongly, emotionally about the war with Great Britain and Argentina.
Milei? Okay,
No, some Uber driver.
Yeah.
So he started talking with me in Spanish that,
No, people here have a strong opinion about that. Argentina is funny regarding nationalism. So depending or patriotism, depending on the moment, people start having another sense of how in the 80s happened. But after that, people forget.
Yeah.
It's
easy to forget as well. Until you're there, it's easy to forget.
Wow. And did you go to serve on another part of the world aside your country itself? You get, if I can ask you, missions on another part of the world or only there? on that.
So we was participating in Gaza, in the fighting
Yeah.
in Gaza, and the next when Israel got inside, focusing on bringing the hostages back. We even brought 2 Argentinian guys one time.
Wow.
Yes, Fernando and Luis.
I
think.
I remember that they were all
Yeah.
over the news. Yeah.
I tried to tell them buen bebidos, but I say it bad. And to find like this was what I did, and to handle the tunnel problem and the hostages that being kept in the tunnels, very problematic. Gaza, it's like one big nest full of tunnels, and they had a lot of time to make it the most difficult place on earth, because it's all mixed. It's refugees, it's tactical tunnels of war, it's houses that half of the houses have like I don't know. You go inside the house, and in the house there is a tunnel, and the house is full of weapons and full of strategic, it's a very, very big mess.
Got it.
Gaza. But I focus in the refugees, in the hostages.
Hostages.
Uh,
And in which conditions do you find them? Like they are, without food,
very
dehydrated,
skinny, weak, isolated from sun, very white.
What's the point that you
Or
think?
dead, and then in
dead,
the
of course.
ground wrapped with
Did you got I will ask you very generally. So what do you think is the point of Hamas doing all this, all the attacks that they have done? Why do you think they have that so much on mind, and why do they attack you?
Yeah, they don't like us. They don't believe in our rights to be there.
Okay.
And to establish that Israel should exist. And they are a terror organization that understand just violence, not only to Israel, to its own people as well. Very simple. They believe in death, and they got all the resources and all the money to do it. This is all. It's a very wrong management and understanding of Israel government, the situation since 2006. Since 2006, when we got out from Gaza Strip, and all the following events, the established of Hamas. Hamas is not the charge in the West Bank. It's 2 different organizations. So since the establishment of Hamas to the money transferring every month, millions of dollars, it's all very bad decisions that lead us to this day. And again, as a person, I want peace. I don't want them to disappear. I believe that we all need to live together because it is what it is. I don't think that
we all have to coexist as human beings, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. You say Muslim, you say Jew. I think you just want to go to your to work, to bring money, to work, to live nice. Is all what you want. But reality teach you that you have as well other sides. You have other forces that.
And I'm going to ask you a question that I have regarding being Argentinian again, outside all this. Why do you think there are so much people holding, for example, Palestinian flag and say the Palestinian rights? What do you think they have a twisted version of what is happening there in the war between you guys and Hamas? You know what I'm asking?
First, of course, they are controlling the social media. 95-97%. They are much more than us, in numbers
around the world. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and they do it really good. I think it's very easy to go with the weaker side and to to
Like
feel
the underdogs,
maybe,
yeah.
to feel maybe like I don't know the like it's much more easy to feel sorry for them, like, and to feel companion, and to feel that they are the weak and we are the strong. So we need to let them kill us, to rape our girls, to cut their heads, to kidnap 200 people, and then to expect from us not to want to get back our people and to bring secure to our cities, and to sit and to say, oh, you did it, but you're so, I don't know, like...
And Israel can finish the war like this. The thing is
Yes, but Israel will...
There's a lot of people
Israel will not do it.
in the middle, right?
Yes, Israel will not do it. It's not no one in Israel, if there is a button to press, maybe, from in the moment you will say, yes, if there is a button to press and they all disappear. No one in the moment will press. No one. And Israel army can do it. You have the resources. But it will not, because this is not the code. I really believe in it. We live for it. Yes, it's war, and we fight in the most, like, in the enemy that he wants. They want, their best thing for them is that women and children from their side will die. This is what they want, because this is like...
they are the victims, right?
Yeah, they are the victims.
Right.
And of course that it will happen, because all the structure build in that way that this will happen, and this will promote the goal. The circle will keep rolling. It is what it is. I'm not saying, like, I wish no one to die, but, like, what you can do, you sit and like not do nothing. You have to understand that if they choose it, it's a war, and you need to do everything to respect uninvolved human life. But in the way they did it and they structure everything, it's like an impossible task.
And how what do you think about the theory of Zionism? Because I'm hearing that a lot these days.
That's what?
Of Zionism. How do you feel about being Israel?
You know what is Zionism?
Can you explain
no,
to
when
people?
You ask me, okay.
No, I know, okay. But
Zionism is the movement 100 years ago
Yeah.
that says the Jew need to have their land forever, that it's one land. From 3,000 years, it always was one land, Israel, only. And we have it because we need to have it because, like, things happen against the Jew all over, not now, maybe less, but 170 years ago, and it's ended in like 6 million that being... so this is the movement of Zionism. And then today, it's to love your country. To love, it's national, like it's...
Nationalism, yeah.
Yes, it's like, this is my country, I like it, I will give my I don't know, my cut for it to be able to...
I'm super in favor of that. The thing is, I'm asking because a lot of people have twisted that term.
Yeah, of course.
That what they say nowadays.
I don't like know
that much, people that control media and control the world and whatever. Apart from being Israel, like they use the religion.
Okay, so they misguide the
exactly the term. That's what I'm asking.
They took the anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And they add another
component.
Yes.
Okay, got it. No, I always want to ask an Israeli person how they feel that. So
Zion.
Yeah.
Zionist. Zion.
Yeah.
It's Zion.
Yeah.
Zion. It's like, it's Israel.
Right.
This is it.
That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
well that makes much sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything that I could ask you that I didn't, about what happened on October 7th? If there was anything that we forgot to talk, or about Israel in general that you want to talk about?
You can guide me, but like I came with if you have any other questions about
I don't know if I have any, but I always ask this because sometimes I forgot to ask something and they say, yeah, you forgot to talk about this. I don't know if you can tell me, for example, another mission people had on October 7th that, for example, were in your team that you get to know because you talk with people, you know? Do you get some more
Basically,
information?
everything that happened back
Yeah.
in that day, it's like they went inside every different place they could get.
How many communities they attacked?
I don't know, maybe 12,
12.
20.
Okay,
I don't know,
20.
even more. There was in so many places with one goal, to bring hostages because they know we don't like it and we will pay a lot to bring it back, and to kill as many as we can. They planned it so well that they wanted to go to some secret bases and get material. Like they really, they knew where to go. They in each house, they knew who lives in that house, what family, what surname, what they do, if they have some.
Wow.
And why is that? Because from Gaza to Israel, every day there is thousands of people that cross to work, that cross the border from Gaza to Israel to work. Constructions, gardening, a lot of things, and importing of agricultural stuff every day. It's like Israel allowed it, and a lot of those people that cross come back with a lot of intelligence. What is there? What is there? What is this? So
They gather a lot of intelligence then to do that.
Yeah.
And they steal things or only kill people? You know what I'm saying? Or try to occupy other villages that they couldn't?
Sorry?
If they try to occupy other villages that they couldn't, they try to steal technology or only kill
They try
people,
to,
you know?
I think they plan it, but they never thought they will succeed in the way they succeed.
Right.
That's what I think. I think they, and then Israel was so like unprepared to this, that they just did it, they did it big time. So
Okay, I have one more question, like maybe kind of ignorant, but in Israel and Palestine, they coexist Jews and Muslims in both countries?
So in Israel, we have a lot of Muslims village.
Okay.
They are part of Israel. They have the same ID that I have and the same rights. And many times I live near a Muslim village. I go there, they make the best food. You go, you eat, you buy. I even have some friends. And we have more Muslims that even serve in the country, and like there is always like society issues, but it's like,
But people get along.
but I don't know,
well.
I am sure that here you have it as well, and maybe in every other place with diversity of religious people, you will have different opinion, different, but like it's very the same. If you will go to a village in the West Bank in Palestine, so you will get killed very fast.
Okay, so they are like hard zones that you don't
there
want
is zones
to...
you can go. This is
don't
another political thing, that how
See.
it's there and what and yes and wrong. I'm not the person to ask. Like
No, but I'm learning a lot
but
of things today.
but
I
it's
know
very
people too.
radical.
Got it.
The
Because sometimes the media wants to set up, wants to set up a message or a picture. And after all, we all coexist. Then we have
as well,
radicalism.
again, from
right?
Palestine as well, there is people
Right.
that work in Israel, and
Across.
friendships became, and businesses
Right.
that work. Like this is the thing. It can work perfectly. Like we have a very good economy, and they have a very good knowledge and stuff they can do, and there is a differences in the economy pricing, so it can be like give and take, and it just under the lines. Like I'm sure that they live, like the ones that works in Israel, and there is trades, they live very, very good. Like you see the houses there. It's like only private houses, a lot of like. But the problem is that I don't know, some force that circle the I don't know, carusella, that it's bigger than the small person that want to work, to live,
And
to have
that's it.
family, and to
Whatever.
enjoy life. I don't know.
And how you see the future?
Like I will just say, I don't think that
Yeah.
in the base someone is bad. I just think that
They brainwash afterwards.
it's not even, yes, okay, Gaza it's brainwashed, but like I think a lot of them wants to have peace with us. I think, I'm sure, and they are, but the others, the side that control all the time, it's always the radical side, always.
Do you think they are a minority, the radicals, in terms of how long the community of Muslims are? You know?
No, I'm not speaking on all the community.
No.
Muslim
I know.
in the world.
That's
I'm
what
speaking
asking.
about Israel
They are
in
like
particular.
a minority, like the radicalism instead. Like if you think bigger picture,
I
Most people
don't
want
know
to
to
leave.
tell. I thought not.
most people want to live peaceful.
Yes, I thought not. But then in Gaza, I don't know how many
No, I know.
attack us. Like
Of course, in percentage.
everyone
Yeah,
cross
yeah.
just to,
Of course.
and they celebrate in the streets. That
Perfect.
So I don't know. I want to believe that not, because I really believe.
I get a nice image of what we are talking, and this is very good perspective, because even asking you the simplest questions that maybe for you are so simple, for us it's important because we don't know shit. That's the thing, you know. And so I think that's why it's important for us to talk, and the people that are watching, that they may know already or not, you know. How you see the future?
So I see a lot of things that it's undependent in Israel or in the other side. I see a lot of big forces. I don't know, USA, China, Russia, Iran. They like everyone want to put the hand and to try to influence in a ways that we don't understand, and we will maybe never. I think that if will come a solution, it should come from the inside. When I'm saying inside, I'm saying us and they, and to know to talk. I don't see it coming in the next few years, because I think all the area is too much on fire. But I want to believe that in one stage we will sit and talk and get understanding that we are not going to go. So if we are not going to go, it's better to kill each other, to live with each other, and in one stage it will be. I'm saying it with, I really want to believe in it, but I don't really
The
know.
thing is, you can be water, you know, with fire, you know, playing with fire.
Yeah, I
because
want
they're
to
fire,
believe
right?
that one day it will happen, because we saw it in the future, in the past. Sorry, like we saw with Egypt was the same. They didn't like us, and they tried to attack, and and you know, we have peace with them already 40 years, and it works. Like I go to Egypt, I enjoy.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know. It can work. But again, and it's not only our side, their side. It's our side as well. Like to know that they are not going, and we will need to make some like negotiation that maybe some of the people will not like, and the other as well. But like this, the reality prove that it's not there. Still.
Perfect. Do you want to give a final message to the people that are here and watching this? Yeah, of course.
Do you believe in God? You are living your life in this.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? You can be dead.
In October 7,
That's a good question.
I saw God give me the path where to stand. Like I saw it, like it's. I'm not a religious guy, I never was, and I don't know if I will say even. Like I just know that I was where I supposed to be, from the purpose of like saving people life, like to, I don't know, to open the door and to see this little 4 years old girl, like standing on some broken glass, and I took her on my, like on the vest, not to get harm, and I knew that I'm not dead because of that specific moment. So yeah, like I really believe in God. I got like the sign that is like it's alive. It's there. Like the only thing I remember, a strong thing I remember from that day, is that like it was already like 9 a.m, and we are searching like and like more people, and we hear the fighting. It was still going. It was in October 8th already, and then I saw like a bee landing on a flower and go, and then I understand how human we are, like making our own reality, like that sometimes it's the shittiest reality that can be, and nature always like don't even know we are fighting those bee. From her it was another day, she land, she take the sugar and go to the other flower, and that moment like I don't know why I related to the God that lead me where to go, or it's not even like this force. So yes, like I don't know, I don't see other reason, and I try to explain it to myself, like okay, I don't die and I'm there because that, but it's too many, like you know, experiences you have to say that it's just like numbers. You understand?
That gives me another question that I get asked, like how does your brain, you know, works at that times in that survival mode, you know, that you have to protect, you have to keep you safe, you have to keep people others safe. How that's work for you?
You go to what you train for, like so you go back. It was 10 years back to go, but you really like become you put yourself out of the picture, and like your body is really automatic, because okay, it's fear of death, like it's maybe I will not be there, so how I can go with. And in the beginning I was afraid, like I don't know, I didn't want the helicopter to
land,
to go up.
Right,
So like what?
yeah.
Whoa, me, bro. But then like you get, and the adrenaline, you know, and the adrenaline it's fun, it's push you, but it's only for the first hour. Then it's go down, and then you become tired, and like you become, so you put yourself on some stage that it's very, I don't know, your body stop to hurt, like you don't feel your legs anymore, or if you get some but like yeah, it's very like it's really remind you the movies, like that you see that those people that like they are doing stuff, you say like how they do it, how he fight with a bear and he keep walking, it's unrealistic, and then like it's very surviving mode. You can walk. It's not that I don't know, I run in the morning, I can get myself there. It's not even the
I get it.
it's
Wow.
it's interesting actually.
No, it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I think we covered a lot today, and I'm super astonished of things that we talk about. I want to ask you if you want to give a message to the people that are watching, seeing, whatever you want to say.
So first, I thought a lot if to do this podcast when you offer or not. I always tell you not. I always put the excuse that I send you that.
But I understand why. Yeah.
But then I thought about those people, those families, and those like all the people that dead, and all what's going on around the world, that like all the media, and to bring their story. This is it, like this little girl on the bed, or this old lady on the field, to tell that they was there, and that all what happening after, it's because of the right of us to do things right, and to, like, this is our country and we are not going anywhere. I don't know if someone, even if someone believe in it and really want it. We was around, I don't know, 3,000 years, and we are not going to go, even if some people want. So I come with this little girl and little grandma that I even don't know the names. Like some houses I went and tried to check, but I even don't know the names.
But you have here, right?
I have the...
Or here?
Yeah. So to tell, like, that they are there, they was there, and they wasn't deserve it at all. Like, at all. But with all of this, with all that I have a lot of feelings against the other side. I believe that we all people, above religious, above, it's all bullshit. Like, maybe it's true, but it's all bullshit as well, because, like, everyone believes in one God, the same, more or less. So we have to find a way to communicate it better. So I believe in the future. But came here to tell the story of those people that they are now in the past.
And I thank you, Yoni, because I know it was really hard to talk about this. So I thank you for your bravery on the field and here talking with us. And you have a good time. You were comfort talking, about here, about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I thank you very much, for coming. I give you the hand like that. And well, we are closing up this episode, this amazing episode. Yoni, again, thank you for being here. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Very serious topic, very sensitive, very important. So please, hope you get a lot of good information here and start questioning ourselves of how we live and how we can coexist better together, right? So, sean incómodos, and see you next time for more uncomfortable but necessary truths. See you.
Buenas a todos, soy Tomás Durand, el conductor del programa del podcast Verdades Incómodas pero Necesarias. Como somos un podcast independiente en el cual hacemos todo a pulmón, apreciaríamos muchísimo, agradeceríamos cualquier tipo de aporte o donación que puedas hacer al podcast. Por eso acá abajo te dejamos el link, la página de Cafecito App, en la cual podrás hacer tu aporte si así quieres hacerlo. También no olvides de darte like al episodio y de suscribirte al canal, que también nos ayuda muchísimo a crecer y seguir expandiéndonos como podcast. Nos vemos la próxima.